Radovan and Jasmina. Radovan is a medical student who lives with his parents in a Belgrade apartment building. Radovan is a beautiful and gentle young man, thanks to his parents' attention. Radovan is very friendly and has many good colleagues. He also has a very beautiful girlfriend with whom he is very much in love. Jasmina is a middle-aged beauty, married to a high-ranking politician. She had everything one could wish for: security, money, beauty and a lover. She lived in the penthouse of the building in the street where Radovan also lived. Jasmine's husband would go to the office early and returned home very late. Jasmina enjoyed the beautifully decorated apartment at the top of the building. She was very much looking forward to the phone call by which her lover was announcing his arrival. She would greet him with a kiss and cheerfully lead him into her nest. Long hours of tenderness and undisturbed pleasure would follow. One day, Jasmina was returning from shopping with her arms full of bags. The bags spilled out in front of Jasmine when a very handsome young man approached her. Radovan introduced himself as a neighbor and offered to help. Jasmina gladly accepted and they headed for the elevator. In the elevator, Jasmina trembled like a turtle dove under the piercing gaze of the young man. Every accidental touch produced a fever in her limbs. Jasmina led Radovan into the apartment and showed him where to put his bags. Then they exchanged phones and Radovan left. Jasmina, in love, was the first to invite Radovan to hear his voice. After that, there were frequent mutual calls full of love messages. Radovan forgot about his girlfriend and she noticed it. But she wasted no time and quickly moved on to another guy. Jasmina really wanted Radovan and fantasized about his embrace. The husband did not notice the fire that was burning in Jasmina. Unlike the husband, the lover noticed that Jasmina had changed. At one point, she confessed to him that she had fallen in love with a boy. One evening, Radovan was returning home when he was attacked by two rascals. He was severely beaten while lover watched from his car. Desperate, Jasmina saw the fight from the terrace of her building. She went to bed furious and vowed to take revenge on her lover. The next day she called her best friend to consult with her. Over a cup of coffee, Jasmina told her friend about her love woes. A friend came up with a plan to help Jasmina to join Radovan. He should meet at the hospital when Radovan is there on night duty. Jasmina presented Radovan with a plan to be together for at least one night. Radovan agreed with the plan and gave Jasmina a schedule of his duty hours. On the agreed day, in the early dawn, Jasmina became very ill and an ambulance was called. Thanks to her husband, Jasmina got a special room in the hospital. It was past midnight when Radovan sneaked into Jasmine's hospital room. And that's how Jasmina got her hands on the sweet, forbidden fruit. But the lover also had the idea to sneak into Jasmine's room. He opened the door and was shocked to see two lovers in action. Two males threw themselves at each other like animals in a fight for a female. Jasmina got shocked while the males were rolling on the floor. Screams and noise from the hospital room disturbed the patients and the militia was called. The rioters were handcuffed and taken to jail. Soon her husband also arrived and Jasmina, crying, fell into his arms. She sobbed in her husband's arms, telling him how she survived the rape attempt.